Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok.
Celta Vigo ambitions. My name is Craig Wakeling. The teams starting off and kicking off for this one. Let's go with the home side. Diego Simeone making changes since that defeat just a few days ago. The big headline of the three changes is that Alvarez is not involved at all for this one. Lenormand and also Simeone, the manager's son, dropped for this one. Coming in Jimenez, Biena and Soloth up front, who will be partnering Antoine Griezmann. A few more changes as far as Claudio Giraldes is concerned. Carrera in defence comes out along with Rueda, Jutgla, Aspas and Alvarez. So that is 5 changes in all. Mingueza, Swedberg, Iglesias and Duran are all in for this one. So let's have a look at where Atletico Madrid are. 4th in the table, 63 points, 5 points currently behind Villarreal at the moment. The 2 will actually play each other on the final day of the season. That could well be proving significant. And then with Celta Vigo, as I mentioned before, 6th place currently, 6 points behind Real Betis, who are in action today. And of course, the big one tomorrow, as far as La Liga is concerned, the title will be decided if Barcelona draw against a Real Madrid side who seem to be going through an awful lot of problems at the moment, most notably off the field, with bust-ups in the dressing room, tensions between players. If Real Madrid do not win that game, then they will be handing Barcelona the title in El Clasico. Must be a really difficult prospect for Real Madrid, that one, to see them win the title after results against their bitter rivals. Go through some of the fixtures for you ahead of the run-in. Obviously, Atletico and Celta Vigo playing today. Osasuna and Girona and Villarreal are the ones that await Atletico as the first corner comes in for Atletico. Played out, knocked back in. Celta Vigo all in sky blue, make sure that the ball is cleared away as quickly as possible, and in the process Atletico give away a free kick. It looked as if it was Jimenez just going in a little bit too strongly there, a little bit too eager to get to the ball, if there is such a thing when going in on goal. Cleared away by the goalkeeper. Oh, it's not, and it's hit his own defender there, Radu, and Atletico come forward. Here's Lukman, can't quite get the cross in. Going to get another opportunity to do so. Flicked on, near post, cleared away. Celta Vigo struggling to clear their lines, and eventually they can come forward. Alonso with the breakaway there, just about. Largo on it now, along with Moriba. Back out to the right-hand side. Nunez looking for options. Back to the defence. Out to Alonso, left-hand side. Coming forward, looking for options. Swedberg just getting involved. Can't quite go any further. Good bit of possession football for Vigo at the moment. Coming forward once again down the right-hand side. Celta Vigo doing well in just looking after the ball, finding a lot of space on their back line. Over the top it goes, and that long ball is just a little bit too ambitious. Duran was the one on the end of it. Mingueza with the cross, and then the long clearance from Atleti is not the best, and it's Pubil trying to get on the end of it. Griezmann also getting involved along with Llorente there on the right hand side. Now they've got the ball with Gimenez, fresh from that chance just a few moments ago. Koke getting in touch, and that's a lovely ball forward for Soloth, coming forward, back to goal though, waiting for runners. Good hold-up play. Now down towards the left-hand side, cross coming in, first time. It's not the best of balls. Baena tries to shoot from distance, it's blocked first time. Still Gimenez with the pressure. Hanko with it. Gimenez once again. And the ball tried to be forced forward by Llorente. Ends up winning a throw-in. Oh, and Atletico Madrid player there, Koke, just clipped in the end there. Sweetberg just a little bit too to get on it. Switch from the right to the left. Here is Ruggieri, back to Hanko. Getting on the ball now is Baena. Lovely ball in to the box, and then it's pulled back. Griezmann's there. Oh, and I'm not too sure there's much he could have done with it. Ball kind of came at him. It's good play from Llorente. Managed to pull it back in tight circumstance, and then it just ricocheted off Griezmann, really. Good build-up play from Llorente. Fantastic run from the midfielder. Delicious ball in. And it's almost sort of clipped onto Griezmann from the defender in the end. Simeone getting involved as ever. Managing to stay in his own technical area for that one. Not too sure how many times he'll be popping out. He was very enthusiastic, let's just say, as he normally is in the week against Arsenal. Celta Vigo back on it. Coming forward, trying to look for just little pockets of space. Forward it goes, out to Duran. Coming forward now is Javi Rodriguez, back towards Alonso, one of the centre-backs, and a lovely ball forward into Sweetberg there, but Sweetberg just couldn't get there ahead of Oblak, who comes out. Atletico Madrid back on it once more. Ruggieri been quite involved. The pass to Lukman is a little bit short, and that allows Celta Vigo to give it back to the goalkeeper, Radu. Coming forward again, 7 minutes gone, 0-0 currently. Celta Vigo just win themselves a free kick in their own half, about halfway up. Alonso was the one going to be taking it. He's now going to be receiving it. Back to Radu. And good bit of pressing from Atleti, forces the throw in. Nice little bit of marshalling done there from Baena, the number 10, one of three changes for Diego Simeone for this one. Griezmann with a little touch forward. It's kind of ricocheted off his foot again. Not great control by the Frenchman, but Atleti have it once more. Another wayward pass there, only just caught by Ruggieri in the end. And well, they're not doing themselves many favours, Atleti, with this passing at the moment. They managed to win themselves a free kick there. That was more luck by judgment. Lopez was a guilty party in giving away the cheap free kick. Atleti have it now, going into opposition territory. Oh, and Llorente's missed out there. Atleti come forward once more. Good bit of defending from Celta Vigo, just holding it up a little bit. And eventually they win themselves a free kick. Migueza going down. Free kick being given away by Baena there, the number 10. Just clips Mingueza. 10 minutes on the clock. And decide to pass it sideways rather than forward. Here is Javi Rodriguez back to the centre-back, Largo. Lopez coming deep. Then into the tiny bit of sunshine is Rodriguez. Forward they come once again, Celta Vigo, this time down the left-hand side, and the ball's gone out for a throw-in. The number 7, Iglesias, coming deep, just couldn't quite get a hold of it there. Now Hanko can try and come forward once more. Bit of a patient build-up this time from Atleti, and now the long ball forward. Griezmann can't quite get on the end of it, but Llorente picks up the second ball towards the centre of the pitch. Lookman trying to wriggle in and out a few defenders. He's claiming a penalty. I'm not too sure what he's claiming or why he's claiming that, because he managed to stay on his feet, did Lookman. Look at it again on the monitor here. Oh, yeah, I think he's claiming handball. To be fair, Largo kind of did fall on it. Not too sure he would have known much about it. I think maybe in a European competition it would have been at least a VAR, but we continue now. Nice little turn from Llorente there. Atleti keeping hold of the ball quite nicely. 10 minutes gone. Here's Buena once more. Finds Lookman in the box, controls it nicely, shoots on. It looks as if it's ricocheted off the bar. Not a bad effort that from Lookman at all. Well, he scored 13 goals this season in all competitions, club and country. And we're just seeing a replay there of Javi Rodriguez, the one falling on the ball. It did make contact with his hands, but then a couple of moments later here, Lookman controls it really nice and then comes right off the corner of the woodwork. So a couple of good opportunities from the midfielder. Cleared away by Radu, only to the head of Hanko. Lookman again chests it down nicely. Can't quite keep control of the ball, but now Sorloth has come out with it. He's tackled in the middle of the box, and Celta Vigo can come forward. One of their players unfortunately slips at the wrong moment. It's robbed by Atleti. Buena is waiting for it. They decide to go backwards out towards Jimenez. Pobil blocks going forward, so decides to play it along centre of defence. Another 4-4-2 from Diego Simeone, going quite traditional for this one, as he did against Arsenal. Just personnel changes rather than a change in tactics. And now Llorente coming forward down the right hand side. He's got the overlapping run. Cross comes in, cleared away first time. A good clearance as well from Lopez, I think it was. Not a bad ball in from Llorente. Played a big part on Tuesday night, did Llorente. Now they come forward again. 13 minutes. 0-0 currently. Griezmann with a little knock inside. Lookman wasn't on the same wavelength on that one. As we just see the chance from Lookman once again, hitting the corner of the woodwork. Maybe, just maybe, Radu had it covered. Cleared away now. Game moving at a lovely, quick pace as Hanko gets hold of it. Pubil, long ball forward from him. Llorente is running, and it's knocked back the other way from Largo, only out as far as Athletic midfield, and Griezmann has it in the box, just ushered out a little bit, waiting for support is the Frenchman. He's got it now through Llorente, back to Pubil. Llorente on it once again, been quite potent down that right hand side. Here is Buena towards Ruggieri, using the whole width of the pitch. Buena on it once more. The pass through the middle though is cut out, and that leaves an opportunity for Celta Vigo to try and break on the counter. Again, into a little bit of a pocket of sunshine towards the technical area there, just where there's no shadow on that side of the pitch. And on the far side, plenty of sunshine over the fans. So long ball forward comes to the Celta Vigo centre forward Iglesias, and I think he just mistimed his run there. It was actually the number 18 at Duran who was furthest forward. Just a little bit of pushing and shoving going on off the ball involving Griezmann. Referee will no doubt be keeping an eye on that one. Celta Vigo have it once again in the centre circle, but they've lost out once more, and ball is picked up nicely by Lookman. He's got the runner of outside on him, crossed in by Ruggieri, edge of the area. What can Atletico Madrid do here? And it just can't keep it in play. Llorente really industrial there coming forward. And Alonso not happy about the fact that the ball was given out. Well, the decision was a corner there. Alonso, of course, a glittering career in the Premier League at Chelsea up until a few years ago. Marcos Alonso back in his home nation of Spain. To say the latter part of his career as Llorente clips it forward. Ball is cleared away first time by Celta Vigo. Back on it is Pubil. Lovely ball forward there, down towards the right hand side. Cross comes in. Sorloth is nowhere near it though. Lots of blue shirts in the box that were able to get rid of the danger. Now they found themselves a little bit of space in the middle of the park, and they're coming forward at pace here. Celta Vigo down towards the right hand side, just held up a little bit. Iglesias comes short. Oh, and his first touch wasn't great. It allowed and eventually the referee blows the whistle to see if the striker is okay. A little bit of a clash there with the with one of the Athletic players. Oh, and I think Gimenez has gone in with 2 feet there. Well, he has got to be careful. He's gone in with 2 feet, Gimenez. He's jumped on him, and I think he'll be lucky if that's not at least seen again by the referee. Certainly looks quite dangerous, and I think he's fortunate that he's not really hurt Iglesias there. Another shove in the back there from one of the Athletic players. It was Sorloth, the Norwegian international. Referee happy to allow play to go on. Try and come forward again. Here is Moriba, been fairly quiet so far in this game. Celta Vigo starting to enjoy a little bit more possession now towards the right hand side. Is Duran again, another one of those players quite quiet, and that pass forward isn't great. It allows Lookman to come through, and he's gone past a couple of players right in between a few players there, and then he's dragged down. It's going to be the first yellow card straight away. No hesitation from the referee to Moriba there. Maybe a tactical challenge. I think Moriba not happy about the decision, but Lookman was well away. Moriba was always going to be second to it, and he's gone in, he's slid in, he's not won the ball. He's protesting his innocence, Moriba. The referee having none of it. 20 minutes gone, Atleti 0. Celta Vigo 0, and the home side are actually going to be forced into a change here. Bueno came in on this one. Looks as if it's Bueno anyway. No, it's not. It's the 2, Jimenez, who is going to be coming off. He's taken his boot off and his sock off, and he's limping away to the applause of the Atleti crowd. Well, it's all come from that challenge, which I told you about a couple of moments ago on Iglesias, where Jimenez has stamped almost on Iglesias. And El Noman, who rested for this one after the after starting against Arsenal just a few days ago, finds himself coming on after 20 minutes. Maybe he would have come on at some point, but he's back on quicker than he probably thought he would be. 20 minutes on the clock, it's 0-0, just as Jimenez receives some treatment. Celta Vigo coming into this one under Claudio Giraldes, 103 games in charge, promoted from the Celta B team back in 2024. He's finished 14th and 17th in his 2 seasons, still could finish 5th, 6 points behind Betis at the start of the day. Now Celta Vigo come forward once again. Again, it's that little pocket of sunshine just down towards the near side of the pitch. Taking their time, here's Alonso. Forward into the middle of the park, nice bit of pressing going on from Atleti. Forward they come now, Celta Vigo this time down the right-hand side. Javi Rodriguez on it, plays it back to Alonso. He's got the ball just on the halfway line, looking for options just ahead of him. Decides to bypass Mingueza and goes to Swedberg. He can't get on the end of it, and Iglesias tries to chase it before it goes out for a goal kick, but Oblak will be happy to see that one go beyond the line. Building up from the back now, Atleti on the right-hand side. Forward it comes. They've lost possession in a dangerous area here. Mariba on it. Atleti all of a sudden with a bit of defending to do. Still in the Atleti half. Celta Vigo looking after the ball really well and forced to come all the way back. Really, Alonso on it, deep in his own half. Mariba finds himself in space, looks to turn, come forward. And it's the passing which I think is letting them down a little bit. No through balls at the moment. It's all sort of getting the ball and then playing it backwards and then going forward and then coming backwards again. But possession, number one priority for the visitors. We just head up to halfway through the first half and a patient build-up, eventually running out of steam. It's 0-0 currently. Oblak on it, puts the ball on the white line, ready to take the goal kick. He's got the options of the defenders, decides to go long. All the way forward to Sorloth, but he's denied possession. Celta Vigo have it back. Atleti, a little bit of chasing going on at the moment. Out towards the right-hand side for Celta Vigo. Lovely play to keep hold of possession. Mingueza looking for options again. It's good looking after the ball from Celta Vigo, but it's all quite negative at the moment. And then Alvaro Nunes and Duran just trying to be a little bit clever together, and the ball goes out for a throw-in. They're not really doing anything with possession at the moment. They've had good possession, Celta Vigo, certainly more than Atleti over the last few minutes. They're just not really doing anything with it. As Buena clears it, foul on Griezmann, who's come very, very deep. We're seeing a massive lump on Jimenez's foot there. He's taken a real bruising. Straight away being iced up and taped up. Some might say it was his own fault with going in two-footed on Iglesias, and he's come out worse. He really has. Iglesias is still on the pitch. Back to Oblak. And really struggling to get going, if I'm being completely honest with you. It's a bit scrappy currently. A few bright sparks from Lookman, who's on it now, gives the ball back to Buena. Lookman on it once again, can't cross it first time. In it comes again, back post, Soleth is there, it's down, not quite cleared from Celta Vigo, and then eventually away, only out as far as Ruggieri. Lookman now on it, back to Buena, ball in to the box, headed away, Lookman collects on the end of it, shoots on, it's taken a massive deflection, and it's going to go out for a corner. Second one of the game, I think, now for Lookman. Mariba getting that all-important touch, I think, in the end. Buena coming to take this one. Arm goes up. It's going to be an in-swinger. Cleared away on the 6-yard area. Back to the number 18, Norman. Into the box it comes. Celta Vigo calm with the clearance, maybe a bit too calm, maybe need a little bit more hesitancy because Llorente's on it on the right hand side. Cross comes in, Griezmann can't quite get to it. It's moved away once more, all the way towards Diego Simeone, who tries to get a touch on it. Throw in taken by the evergreen Koke. Oblak out towards his defenders, and now Ruggieri coming to give it to Lenormand, who's been on the pitch for about 5 minutes now after replacing Jimenez. Lookman's found himself on it, coming forward, he's got one man in support. Lovely run there from Griezmann, shoots from distance. It was always going to be a tight angle, it was on his left foot as well. Did well, I think, Griezmann, to find himself in a position. Lookman did well also to find the Frenchman there. Good play between the two of them. Really good. Soleth was involved as well. And just over the course of the last few minutes, Atleti seemed to just calm it down just a tad. Just enjoying a little bit more possession. I say that, and the ball's just been given away very cheaply indeed. Come forward now through Lopez. Here is Nunez, back to Rodriguez. Largo on it now, the centre of the three defenders. Alonso getting support and then going all the way back to Radu is Mingueza. Long ball from the keeper, looking for Iglesias. Can't quite hold it up as nicely as he wanted to. Griezmann comes in to help out deep. Soleth on the run. Now out towards the right hand side. Can Atleti cross it in? In it comes. Soleth is there. Heads it towards the goalkeeper. It's going to be an easy catch. Soleth, the Norwegian, looks set to go to the World Cup next month. Just needed a little bit more conviction on that header for Radu really to have any difficulty, to be honest with you, as we head up to half an hour. Atleti 0, Celta Vigo 0. Atletico can't get into third this afternoon. They are just a little bit too far behind Villarreal for that to happen today, but they do play Villarreal on the final day of the season. Top 5 will qualify for the Champions League, and that is going to be a little bit too difficult for Celta Vigo. Or they could actually make fifth. They're currently 6 points behind Real Betis, who play today as well. Plenty to think about for the Celta Vigo bench. Not able to do anything at the moment. We just seem to be having a break in play with one of the Atleti players on the ground at the moment. The number 18, Pubil, who was taken down by one of the players there for Celta Vigo. Just see that Lookman chance again. Definitely the best one of the half, where he hits the corner of the woodwork. And we're all back up and running once again. Maribo on it, finds Largo. Coming inside is Mingueza. Iglesias coming short, taken over by Swedberg. Switches it over from left to right, but that's too much for Duran, who goes chasing. It did take a deflection, I think, on the way, so it's going to be a throw into Vigo, which is taken quickly. Here is Duran on it. Another patient build-up from Alonso, and Celta Vigo again, just not really doing anything with conviction at the moment. Half an hour played, they've enjoyed their fair share of possession, the visitors. They just can't seem to make anything happen, or can they? Down this right hand side they come with Duran. Plays it inside, lovely, and then Duran on the run. Oblak saw the danger. Lopez getting involved with that one. Now they have it once more. Atleti playing it out from the back and eventually cleared up, really, rather than out there. Vigo have it back once again. Largo on it. Into the middle of the pitches. Lopez. Duran also getting involved. And then Iglesias shoots. Oh, it's forced a save from Oblak there. But it came out of nothing, really. Iglesias, really good opportunity, connecting well with Mingueza. I don't actually think it was a save from Oblak in the end. Maybe a hint of offside from Iglesias as well. Just gives you an idea of how quickly they can change things. Enjoying a lot of possession, not really doing an awful lot with it up until that point, but good combination passing there between Mingueza and Iglesias. A little bit of life in them, it seems, as Lookman is taken down on the turn. Got a free kick in his own half, gets it back from Ruggeri, the Italian. Now Lenormand on it, gives it to Pubil, who seems to be absolutely fine after his little injury. And now coming forward is Llorente. Lookman, edge of the area. Llorente again shoots. Oh, it's just wide of the post. I think it probably took a deflection on the way. Really good from Lookman and Llorente there, teaming up together. Unselfish from Llorente in the end, and then gets it back. Good control from Llorente. Did absolutely everything right. Slipped on his way down as he shot. Just took a deflection. Third corner of the match for Atleti. Griezmann swings it in from the left-hand side. Cleared away for now. Looks as if they're going to get a second bite of the cherry. Griezmann with it. Not a bad ball into the area. Cleared away once again, but Llorente picks up on it, and I think the referee saw an infringement there from Lenormand, the defender that came on for Jimenez. It's going to be a free kick for Radu to take. Building from the back once again into their own area. Largo out towards Alonso once more. Mingueza on it. He's looked bright for Celta Vigo, and the ball goes out for a throw-in deep inside the Vigo half. It's going to be their ball. It's going to be another opportunity to come forward. And short passing and deflected once again, out for a throw into the away side. When they get a break in play. I'll give you some of the scores earlier from La Liga. A few games going on this afternoon as Atleti have it back once again. Looking to come forward, bit of a slip, a bit of a tussle there. The referee keen to play on. Earlier, Elche and Alvarez drawing 1-1. Sevilla getting a late winner against Espanyol. Alex with the injury time winner on that one, and Real Sociedad playing Real Betis a little bit later on in La Liga, and of course El Clasico tomorrow as Atleti come forward. The final 10 minutes of the game, Celta Vigo doing a good bit of defending, maybe going in just a little bit too much there. It was the number 20 just going a little too much there. Alonso, Lopez, wasn't it, in the end, just on Griezmann. So a free kick with 9 minutes left to play of the first 45. First real opportunity like this in the match. A few candidates standing over it, including Buena, Koke, the captain, marshalling the ball going down. Griezmann, we know he can hit a few from there as the referee just sorts out the wall. Looks as if it's going to be a three-man wall. Griezmann looks like the one most likely to have a shot from goal. Radu just directing his wall. Frenchman just wipes away a bit of grass from his forehead. Griezmann shoots, it's low, just to the left-hand side of the post. Not a bad effort from Griezmann, who is coming, of course, to the end of his career in Spain. I think the goalkeeper down that left-hand side would have had it covered. Actually, replays show that it was quite far off. Down the right-hand side seems to be the most potent for Atleti. Llorente doing a really good job down that side, but as is Lookman down the left. Both wingers doing a really good job. 4-4-2, not really used that much now, but Simeone making sure that he's using it to full effect down the wings. It's almost like old-fashioned wingers at the moment. What you would normally see with the likes of Ryan Giggs, for example, at Manchester United, maybe even a Roberto Carlos for Real Madrid. Blistering down those wings. Brazilian, of course, synonymous down that left-hand side, wasn't he? Not really a left-back, to be fair. Atleti have the ball. Coming forward. Griezmann coming deep. Llorente on it now. Out towards the right-hand side. Ubil, can he get the cross in? He can. It's taking a deflection. Sorloth jumps. I think it was a clash of heads there, and we've got worrying moment here for Javi Rodriguez, who's gone down, kicking his legs with arms up, holding his head. So it's just gone into the back of Rodriguez there. It looked quite nasty. Not nasty in terms of any sort of intent, but there was certainly a push from the Norwegian, and the medical team quick to come to the aid of Jimenez. Or Rodriguez, I should say. 39 minutes on the clock. The Normand getting involved very early on in his since his introduction about 20 minutes ago. He's played just about the same as the player that he replaced after 20 minutes, Jimenez. Atleti forced into an early substitution, and we might see another one here before half-time. Rodriguez getting a bash in the head by the Norwegian Sorloth, who, to be fair, felt it as well. He was holding his head after that challenge. Javi Rodriguez, of course, will have to spend a little bit of time, just a minute or so off the pitch as he's received treatment. And of course, quite a few protocols these days with head injuries, but I think he's going to be okay. We'll add a few minutes to the end of the first half. Goalkeeper Radu is going to be taking this one. Just in front of the penalty spot. Celta Vigo shooting from left to right as you would look on a TV screen. Ball repelled the other way, and Largo has it in the centre of defence. Here is Duran forward for Iglesias, who comes deep again, gets the opportunity to get it back and then forced to come back to Rodriguez, who takes first touch of the ball since coming back on. He's having now a tussle straight back into it with Lookman. Back to the Atleti defence. Moving forward is Llorente once more. So involved, and he's just been sold short a pass there. Mariba comes out with it. Oh, and there was an opportunity to break there down the right-hand side, the left-hand side. They didn't take it, Celta Vigo, but now they come forward through the middle. Here is Nunes. Alonso coming to collect. So experienced is Alonso. As we just edge over the 40-minute mark. Atletico Madrid 0, Celta Vigo 0. Similar position in terms of league places. Atleti 4th, Celta Vigo 6th, but there is quite a few points between them, 16 between them. Atleti already qualifying for the Champions League. Good showing this time round. Semi-final. Diego Simeone won the league title back in 2014, 2021 as well. Lowest league finish was 5th place back in 2012. Then took over in the December in 2011. Finished 3rd last season with the big rivals of Real Madrid, of course. As we head up to 42.5 minutes, 0-0 on the clock. Out towards the right-hand side, not controlled well by Griezmann at all. That gives Celta Vigo the opportunity to come forward. So, defence into attack. Oh, and the player's found himself free there, going forward, but Oblak was able to come out and dispel any sort of danger. We'll see in the next couple of minutes just how many more minutes there will be on. Miniguez was the one that found himself with a bit of free time there, but Oblak, good anticipation from him. Fourth official out on the touchline. Celta Vigo doing a little bit of clearing up with Mariba now. And good bit of pressing from Atleti. Now they've found themselves back with it. Solath looking for options, coming forward. Forced to go back to Ruggieri. Llorente finding himself on the left-hand side. Not usually been there so far in this game. Usually out towards on the right-hand side. Seems to be something ignited there from Atleti. Now it's kind of dispelled a little bit. Ruggieri, lovely ball into space for Solath. Shoots, it's blocked. Lookman trying to get a second opportunity, but Iglesias trying to muscle his way out of trouble. Finds a clever pass, and now Celta Vigo can come forward. They've got men over. If they can find a good ball here, which they do. Miguenza looking for options going forward. Ball slowed down just a little bit. There were players that made a really big effort to get forward, and then Miguenza just didn't take advantage of it, it seems, and that's been the story of the half, really, for Celta Vigo. Just really quite slow, just almost too slow sometimes in the build-up. And now they've found themselves in possession now towards the right-hand side. Cross coming in, left for Iglesias, forced to turn. Now Atleti have it once more. Griezmann doing a bit of clearing up, plays it forward to Lukovic, just a little bit too far forward for him. Largo is going to be able to come and collect it. Back to Radu. Alonso now for Celta Vigo. I've just been told how much time is going to be added on. Couldn't quite see it there. Should get an indication on the monitor in the next couple of minutes. Just the 2 to be added. Already had the first 20 seconds of that. Griezmann coming forward. Ball is left. Here is Lookman. Edge of the area. Goes for the dummy. Then it's for the second time. Tries to cross it in. It's blocked. Defender doing well to stay with him there. Lookman, I think, has been the player of the half so far. Koke with a quick corner kick. In it comes. And then the header from Griezmann, a frustrating one from the Frenchman's point of view. Goes out harmlessly for a goal kick. Not a bad ball in actually from Ruggieri, who was the player that took the ball. Took it quickly. We're up to 46 at the moment, halfway through the injury time. Diego Simeone in his characteristic all-black attire this afternoon. What a player he was with Argentina, notably as well with Inter Milan as well. A little bit of heading going on. Lookman tries to feed in Sorloth, who goes chasing back to Radu, presses down the keeper, finds a player to give it to. Moriba on it now, given just a little bit of space to turn as we head up to final 10 seconds of injury time. Alonso manages to keep it in play, and the referee decides enough is enough. Well, it's not been a classic. It certainly has been having its moments. Griezmann with a free kick going left of the post, but the best chance, definitely one of the most exciting players on the pitch in that first 45 minutes. The Metropolitano was Lookman, who hit the corner of the woodwork, unable to find the breakthrough. At the break, it is Atletico Madrid 0, Celta Vigo 0. I'll hand you back to the studio for half time, and we'll be back for the second period soon.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.
And welcome back. Sun is shining still on what is becoming sort of early evening across Madrid. Atletico, the red and white side of the capital of Spain, looking to recover from the loss in the Champions League and make sure they finish as high as possible in this game against Celta Vigo, which is currently 0-0 at the break. A few bright sparks, particularly from Lookman in the first period, but yet the game still to have a breakthrough. Atletico Madrid fourth in La Liga. They still could theoretically get third place. Really, they will need a win tonight to give them any hope of doing that. They play Villarreal on the final day of the season. Celta Vigo players still yet to come out. Almost starting to see them in the back end of the tunnel there, but only Atletico players currently out on the pitch as we wait for them to emerge from the tunnel. Here they are, being led by the referees and the official party, and it was Mingueza that was the bright spark really as far as the away side were concerned, down that left hand side, connected quite well with Iglesias a few times. Madrid looking absolutely resplendent under that Spanish sunshine. Llorente and Iglesias just having a chat and a conversation. Celta Vigo, by the way, will be at home next against Levante, and then they'll have a away trip, Atletico Bilbao, and they'll finish the season against Sevilla, who won earlier on. An injury time winner from Alex against Espanyol gave them all 3 points to climb the table up to 12th now, Sevilla, as the second half does get underway. Celta Vigo on the ball. No obvious changes, I don't think, as far as either side is concerned. We did have the one change after 20 minutes for Atletico. Jimenez was forced off after one of his own challenges, actually, from him on Iglesias. Robin Lenormand was the defender that came on to replace him. He started the game against Arsenal on Tuesday night, maybe rested for this one. Alvarez, by the way, for Atletico Madrid, not even on the bench, as a cross comes in from the right-hand side from Llorente, but it's cleared away, and now Celta Vigo can come forward. Poke getting involved in that one just to clip it away. Llorente actually doing a good bit of defending after attacking a few moments ago. Paul Bill, Lenormand, Hanko across the back four for Atletico, with Ruggieri completing the lineup, and the ball has come in there, and that was close. Radu had to come out. He had Lookman and Griezmann on him. Brilliant ball in from the right-hand side. It looked as if it was Brilliant ball from Hanko, who's a centre-back. You don't really associate them being in that side of the pitch, and that part of the pitch, but there we go. 47 minutes on the clock, 0-0. As the one part of the sunshine now on the pitch has moved right from the bottom to the top of the pitch. Now Lookman's found himself in a little bit of space, and a bit of defending needed from Alonso. Did well to get across, but Lookman manages to get the ball in. Hanko is the one getting closer with a header, but I think he's calling for a corner. Lovely from Lookman there. Really nice ball in, and Hanko definitely got a head to it, and it's definitely gone out for a goal kick. No way should that have been a corner. 3 minutes gone in this second period. The ball is taken short with Lago on it. Alonso trying to play it out from the back. A good bit of pressing though from Atletico, and a little bit of a foul on there on Iglesias, which means that the referee just pulls it back. Le Nomad in the guilty party there. Shake of the head and hands on the hips from Simeone, who let's just say is making his feelings known to the referee. Wouldn't expect anything less from him, would we? Now Celta Vigo doing a bit more defending again. The frustrating thing about Celta Vigo in the first half, perhaps, was the fact that they had a lot of possession, just didn't really do anything with it. Didn't really seem to be any spark or any sort of desire to get forward. And ball there from Ruggieri doesn't stay in play. Fernando Torres in the crowd this afternoon. Of course, probably legendary status in this part of the world. Also played in the Premier League, most notably for Liverpool. He had a move to Chelsea as well, which didn't turn out too well. It was a January transfer, sort of really late January transfer, and well, I think it's probably a part of his career he'd probably want to forget. Go through the Celta Vigo team whilst we've got just a moment. They come forward now and then at the edge of the area. What can they do here? Fed into the box, shot from distance, and it was Moriba there from the edge of the box. It's certainly the best opportunity that they've had in this game, and it's taken them 5 minutes in this second period. Moriba just could not keep it down. So Radu in goal. Yavi, Rodriguez, Lago, Alonso at the back. Alvaro Nunes, a wing back on the right hand side. Menguiza on the left. Lopez, Moriba in the middle. Duran and Swedberg supporting Iglesias, the striker, and the captain, who is the lone player up front. Moriba on it again, fresh from his chance just a few moments ago. Certainly the best one as far as the visitors are concerned, as the ball is played into that remaining pocket of sunshine just on the far side of the pitch. 5 minutes in the second period. Both teams gaining a point from this one. It means that Atletico Madrid would cut the gap to just 4 points on Villarreal, who I believe play later on, or maybe tomorrow. Plenty going on in La Liga tomorrow. Oh, and that's a great save from Radu there. Really clever stuff from Sorloth. The ball is clipped back from the number 10, Buena, and it's kind of a cheeky back heel from the Norwegian. Improvisation and an outstretched arm from Radu means that we've had a glorious opportunity just gone sailing by. It's resulted in a corner for Griezmann. Taken quickly, up in the air it goes, still not dealt with. Keeper catches it fairly comfortably. Well, that's certainly something to ignite and to excite the Atletico Madrid fans. And just while that happens, yeah, plenty going on as far as La Liga is concerned. Mallorca taking on Villarreal, who, if Atletico Madrid only draw this one, will extend their lead with a victory over the island side. Athletic Club playing Valencia. Up. Ball is put down on the ground for Mariba to take, but definitely opponent not 10 yards away, but it's taken anyway. Ball is played forward, and then as soon as it gets to the feet of Nunes, it is going to be offside. Duran, I think, was the guilty party actually. 55 minutes on the clock, still 0-0, still waiting for that breakthrough. As far as Atleti are concerned, it would be nice to finish as high as possible. Diego Simeone has not finished lower than fifth, I should say. As they get the ball back once again, halfway line, and Co looking to come forward now to Lopez. Koke. Here is number 14 Llorente on it, back to Buena. Oh, and Griezmann's found himself in a little bit of space there. He heads it on rather than controlling it himself. I think he was offside actually. Sorloth saying he was fouled. He's on the floor on his knees at the moment. And I think the offside happened first. Oh, I think he's level. I think that's a bit unfair, to be honest with you. And then Sorloth was sandwiched between two players, but Griezmann was given offside. I'm not too sure he was, if I'm being completely honest. Looking at the replay, which I got the option of. Back to the goalkeeper Radu, beg your pardon, Oblak for Atletico Madrid. Gets it back, all in black. And Go on the ball, out to Pubil. And it goes to Koke, looking for options. Getting rid of a few challenges coming in. Long ball forward, Sorloth goes chasing. It was Griezmann actually who goes down in the process, and he's actually given the foul away there, much to his frustration. He's been saying he was being tugged. Referee just stamping down his authority, telling Griezmann to calm down. I think it was a little bit unfair on Griezmann, if I'm being completely honest with you. Can't quite understand why the referee came to the decision that he did. Free kick to the home side. We're going to get the second substitution for Atletico. And forward in the middle of the park. Pass from Griezmann out towards Llorente. And fairly quiet so far in the second half. Lovely ball inside there. Cross comes in. Back post. Lookman's messed it up. It's gone over the bar. Another glorious opportunity for Lookman coming in down the far post. Brilliant ball in from Bueno. pinpoint cross low on the ground, and then the back post, Lookman, well, he was already stretching. Oh, it's just bobbled up and kind of hit his side of his leg rather than he's not able to get a foot on it, really. Acknowledges the cross, it really was good. And we are going to get a substitution for Atletico. Number 16, Molina, is getting ready. Already played 51 games for club and well, in all of his games so far this season. Zoblek comes out and gets the ball, recycles it quickly. Forward comes Bueno. He has been really good today, coming into the side this afternoon in place of Simeone in the midfield. Back out towards Bueno once again. Plays it into Griezmann with bleached blonde hair. Koke in the middle of the park, just ushers it on. Atleti coming forward now. Lookman getting on the ball once again, 6 yards beyond the area. Plays it out towards the left-hand side, gets it back, waiting for runners. Griezmann getting involved once again. Over the top it goes. Ruggieri managed to stay on side in the area, and now Griezmann's robbed it, managed to keep the ball in play as well. Good, that is from the Frenchman, keeping it alive. Just approaching the hour mark. Llorente in the middle, plays it out to the number 18, Pubil, who's forward. Llorente on it again, plays it into Buena. Cut back wasn't great. Iglesias coming to do a little bit of clearing up. He's been hounded by a few red and white striped shirts. Llorente trying to get in there and eventually forcing a throw in. Nearly taken quickly by Koke eventually, but it was too quick as far as the referee was concerned, because he wanted the substitution to be taken. Molina is on, and also the number 11, Almada, and just get confirmation of who's coming off. Lookman, who I think has been a bright spark in this game. Going to be a like for like, I think. Molina for Lookman. Almada as well, also a midfielder coming on. He's going to replace Griezmann, I think. French flags flying in the crowd. That's the last involvement from Griezmann. I think a frustrating afternoon actually for him, to be fair. Straight to the bench as we are in the hour mark. High fives for Griezmann and Lookman as they take to their seats. We'll be watching this one from the bench, the rest of it. First touch for Molina now. Towards the right hand side. Cross coming in from Molina. It goes up in the air. Gets it out to Sorloth, who goes chasing. Celta Vigo on it now. Back to the keeper, Radu, who decides to boot it forward. Iglesias goes down in the centre circle. Referee waves play on. Pubil to Lenormand. Back to Pubil. Another touch early from Molina. Oh, and he's given it away in the middle of the park there, and Mobia tries to capitalise on it. Can't quite keep control of the ball, but now Celta Vigo can come forward once again. Duran in on it. Now Iglesias over the top of Oblak, and he's chipped the keeper. That's incredible from the striker. Cool, calm and collected to get his side ahead. 18th goal of the season, and it's absolutely brilliant from Iglesias. He's chipped the keeper there absolutely beautifully. Shake of the head from Koke, smiles all round for the men in blue. He's had a quiet game so far, Iglesias. Been quite frustrating up there by himself. But a mistake in the middle of the park, Mariba getting involved, and then Celta Vigo coming forward, and they've switched off Atletico. They've allowed Iglesias to just go through. The ball was on a plate really for him, and then he's just chipped the keeper as the ball's bounced up, and Oblak, there's nothing he could do done about that. He found himself in no man's land, and my word, this game has just got interesting. Well, after a couple of great opportunities since the break, a couple of changes as well from Simeone to try and improve the side and to try and encourage some spark, they found themselves 1-0 down. So what sort of response can we expect then from the home side? Iglesias with a beautiful finish, so great. Over the top of the keeper, really nicely and calmly done. He also came off the bench and scored in the win against Elche, rewarded with a place in the starting lineup. And he certainly paid back his manager, Giraldez there, the captain. Atletico coming forward towards the right hand side. A little bit of a mix up there with the passing. Morilla, rather, who you could argue whose pass that was wayward was started off that attack from Celta Vigo. Not a great introduction from Molina there, the number 16. And they've lost the ball in the middle of the park now. Iglesias doing really well, picking it up, holding it up as well. Now Celta Vigo coming forward once again. They've lost it, but absolutely fighting for everything to get the ball back. Really good from Duran. Free kick taken quickly, but just not looking after the ball as well as they did in the first half. Athletic. Sorleth goes in the box. He's taken down. He's asking the question of the referee. He's saying he's pushed. Shake of the head. Sorleth still arguing. Well, I think he's got to be stronger, in all honesty. He's looking at the referee before he's even gone down. And I think he's got to be careful about arguing with the referee again. Griezmann did it earlier on and he was told to calm down. 65 minutes gone. Atletico Madrid 0, Celta Vigo 1. All right on the right hand side. Sorleth on it once again. Plays it to Llorente, edge of the area. Koke looking after it really nicely. Cross comes in, it's the back post, dealt with nicely. Back out to the number 18, Paul Bill, on that right hand side. Koke asking the question again about the penalty. It's going to be a yellow card for someone. I think it's Bueno for arguing. Bueno picking up his 10th yellow of the season. Also looking again for a penalty. Koke asking questions, and Xavi Rodriguez just nursing a shoulder there. He went down with an injury in the first half, knocked to the head with Sorleth. Going to be a free kick taken by the keeper Radu. Forward it goes. Case of 25 minutes now plus to hold on for Celta Vigo. Game will get a little bit more stretched as time goes on. Clever little back pass there from, or back clip from Buena. Comes to nothing now as Sorleth goes chasing in vain. Mariba getting on it now, manages to turn the player closest to him. Pressing still continues from Atletico Madrid. They managed to stop the ball from going forward. Another couple of subs to come on for Atleti. One of them looks as if it's going to be Vargas. And then 3 substitutions for Celta Vigo. Aspas, Carrera and Jutgla. And a round of applause for Iglesias, goal scorer. Aspas, who was dropped to the bench for this one, did also score against Elche in that 3-1 win. Nunes comes off, Carrera in, so maybe just a case of holding this one up. And then Duran has come off as well. And he gets the congratulations from the management. Cleared away, so quite a few changes happen then now. Almost looking as if Celta Vigo have gone from a offensive side to more of an attacking side, really, with some of the changes that they've made. Oblak on it. He'll be disappointed with the way he came rushing out. Was just able to be beaten so quickly. Fantastic bit of thinking from Iglesias to just pop the ball over his head. Really, really wonderful stuff. So made it look so easy. So Kubo coming on along with Vargas, Buena, who's been one of the bright sparks for Atleti, coming off. I think 2 of the best players for Atletico Madrid have been substituted. And then Lenormand, who came on the pitch after 20 minutes, has just been replaced by Kubo. So he's come on after 20 minutes and he's been subbed after 70. So he's only played 50 minutes. That must be disappointing for the defender, but off we go. What kind of difference will the changes make for Diego Simeone's side? Forward they come. Out towards Vargas. First time touch for him. Llorente, one of the players who just seems to be so consistent in the side, along with the likes of Koke and goalkeeper, obviously. As we head to 70 minutes, this would be quite a result, actually, for Celta Vigo. They would go to within 3 points of Real Betis, who play later on this evening. They're away at Real Sociedad, who will no doubt be keeping an eye on this game to see what they can do. Take advantage of Atletico Madrid loss if that were to happen. They've got a free kick just on the edge of the area. Koke is on it towards the right hand side. Plenty of red and white shirts up. I think Diego Simeone's trying to get in there as well. Always hanging off the edge of the technical area. Line is definitely a dot to him, and the shot comes in from Llorente, edge of the area. You can tell they practiced that one from the training ground. As we're just seeing this goal again, absolutely lovely from Iglesias. No power in it, just lifts it over. It took a fortunate bounce, which allowed him to get his foot under the ball. It's absolutely lovely from the striker. It really, really was. Frustrating few days for Atletico, losing in the Champions League by such a narrow margin against Arsenal, who will go on to play Paris Saint-Germain, the current champions. Arsenal in the Champions League final for the first time in 20 years. Atletico now, though, attention's back on the league, and the header from Sorloth there. Oh, he'll be disappointed with that. The Norwegian had plenty of time. The inquiry's going on of the Celta Vigo defence as to just how much room the tall Norwegian number 9 was given, and the header, well, a lot less quality than what's expected of him there, I think. All of the red and white persuasion will be disappointed with that one. Radu would have been relieved as he watches it goes harmlessly over the bar, takes the goal kick. Koke with the header the other way, trying to ignite some sort of response after going down from Atletico. Oh, head's just going a little bit there as the chase is on. No foul committed, but you could just tell the aggression, you could just tell the frustration from Atletico. I think they've taken off their two best players, but there we go, what do I know? And Lookman and Buena. Buena, to be fair, was on a yellow card. They have the ball again. Atletico Madrid heading up to 75 minutes now. The trail this game 1-0. It's the same scoreline. They lost the Arsenal game just a few days ago in North London. 15 years nearly since Diego Simeone took over. 1,000 games in charge as well now in his managerial career, which stretches back to going to Argentina. Up in the air it goes from Celta Vigo. Atletico Madrid trying to get it on it once again. Into the area it goes, an opportunity here, shot, oh, and it's just beyond the far post. Well, it's Kubo, the number 61, that found himself in some space. Lovely ball into the area there for Kubo, and it's shot from the right hand side. It's just gone beyond the far post. It's not a bad effort at all. The keeper was beaten, certainly. Definitely the right decision to shoot, and he's not too far away. The effort applauded by his manager. Vargas is involved as well. Two substitutions combining there for the home side. Time is running out. 15 minutes of the 90 to go. Llorente in his own half, looking for options, given back, forced to go all the way to the defence. Here is Hanko. They've had three different centre halves in one position. Atletico Madrid. Jimenez going off, Lenormand coming on, and then Kubo coming on as well in that part of the pitch, it seems. I think Kubo's probably playing a little bit further forward, not strictly a defender, is he? But he did come off for Lenormand, which probably suggests that they've gone to a 3 at the back. Atletico, that's certainly what it looks like anyway. They have a corner here. Koke clips it in, it's flicked on at the near post. Celta Vigo able to clear their lines, or one of their players has gone down now. Referee allows play to continue, which seems absolutely absurd, to be honest with you, because there were two players around him and he's gone down, and they've a man short at the moment, Celta Vigo. The referee's going to have to sort this out in a minute. If they score here, then it's going to be a bit of an inquiry going on, but now Celta Vigo have turned defence into attack, coming forward. Lovely play. They found a man over as well. Here's Alonso rolling back the ears, coming forward, and the clip in isn't great. Kubo's able to clear Atletico Madrid lines. Coming forward again. Now the referee has stopped play, given a free kick and a yellow card to the number 8 Lopez, who's had a relatively quiet game, I think. Certainly Mariba has been the most active central midfielder in this game. Just into the back of Koke there, who goes down, who magically seems to jump when he gets kicked. Not too sure if that's what players do now. Naturally, Hugo is going to be coming on for Celta Vigo. Number 23. It's going to be the number 19 who's come on and come off. So changes right through the Celta Vigo team. Both sides have used their allotted subs now. So for the next 13 minutes or so, this is it. If Atleti are going to peg it back, it's the 11 that are on the pitch that are going to have to do it. Throw in taken, far side of the pitch, bit of space to switch it from right to left. It's done so with Hanko coming forward. Llorente on it, finds a bit of space for the cross to come in. Not a bad ball, it's just whipped in too much, and it's gone out for a throw in right down the other side there from looked as if again the number 16 Molina involved in that one. Celta Vigo in no rush whatsoever to take it. I wonder how long it'll be before the referee tells them to get a move on. Eventually it is put back into play. Forward they come once again, getting the ball back. Atletico Madrid towards the edge of the area. Shot comes in, and it's not a lot of quality on that one. This time it's Vargas, the number 21. Cuba also involved in that one as well. Still, they trail the home side as Carrera is going to be taking a throw in not too far away from his left corner flag. Puts the ball back in. Ball's allowed to go forward. Atleti back on it again. They found themselves a little bit of space coming forward. Shot from distance, but that's no way going to be troubling the keeper. And almost now, Celta Vigo really sort of almost worked out the side. There was a lot of space being given to them in the first half, particularly good passing play. Lookman very good for them in the first half, particularly couldn't break the deadlock, and passing going forward from Celta Vigo was good, but just not with any sort of impetus. Didn't really seem like it had any purpose to it. And the deadlock broken by Iglesias with a lovely, softest of touches over the goalkeeper Oblak to break the deadlock just after the hour mark. Celta Vigo have it again through Mariba. Nice ball down the left-hand side, looking to come forward once again, but Marcos Alonso is forced back as we head into the final 10 minutes of normal time. Celta Vigo just happy to look after it, but they know that if they keep hold of the possession, Atletico Madrid are going to come and stretch themselves, and they have it down the right hand side here. Llorente going in to try and keep the ball in play, but it's gone out for a throw into the away team. Vargas not happy with the referee's decision there as Carrera just gets on with it. Marcos Alonso on it now, not too far away from the technical area. He's forced to turn, plays it inside. Celta Vigo just doing exactly what they need to do now. They're forcing Atleti to come at them. Soleth pressing there, and it's creating space coming forward, and loads of good runs going on as far as the team in blue are concerned. Ball is chipped out towards the right hand side, just too much on it in the end really. I think Lopez was a little bit frustrated with that one, to be fair. Very taken quickly by Atletico, as you may well expect, and then pumped forward. Soleth is the player sought out, but it goes all the way through to Radu. Soleth still unhappy about something. I think it was the quality of ball in, to be honest with you, and he's just standing there really quite annoyed. I think he felt as if he was being pulled to be honest with you. So it's another word to the referee. Oh, and he's proper pushed over one of the defenders there. Not too sure how he wasn't given a yellow card for that one. Sort of course, will be part of the Norwegian squad, which you would expect would include Erling Haaland if he can stay fit, along with Odegaard, who has had his injuries this season with Arsenal. The captain of the North London side, who look like they're going to be winning the Premier League, could well find themselves with a Champions League as well, but PSG will be a very difficult side to break down. Carrera getting involved down the right hand side. Llorente looking tired, throws the ball in. 83 minutes on the clock. A couple of other games haven't taken place in Spanish La Liga this afternoon. 1-1 it finished between Elche and Alaves. Sevilla 2-1 winners against Espanyol. Alex with a late winner in that game. Real Sociedad taking on Real Betis at 9 o'clock European time. Llorente down the right hand side. What can he do? Probably one of the most experienced players, along with Koke, on the pitch at the moment for Diego Simeone's team, as we head to 83.5 minutes now. 6.5 of the normal time to go. Atletico Madrid looking for an equaliser to Iglesias' beautiful chip over Oblak just after the hour mark. Cross comes in, it's too far for any player in red and white, and it's ushered away. Anywhere will do sort of thing at the moment for Celta Vigo. Bagras gets the ball now, one of the subs for Atletico in this second half. Llorente on it once again, about 12 yards out from the edge of the box. Gives it to Koke on the right hand side, plays it back into Llorente. Captain gets it back, looking for options, decides to use Llorente once more, and it just seems to be a pass between those two at the moment. Cross eventually coming in, the clearance isn't convincing. Atletico still posing danger. Cross comes in, it goes over Sorth. Doing all they can to keep it alive. Cross coming in once again from Llorente. Oh, and it's nearly put in the back of the net there by Celta Vigo's Minguisa. He knew exactly what he was doing, but the angle I saw it as it looked a little bit closer to the goal than perhaps it was. And it means Atletico Madrid have a corner. The tall figure of Sorthet. 8th corner of the game for Atletico, which is repelled and gone straight back out for a 9th of the afternoon for the